All right. You live?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, we're live. This is Ken. The 430 is with us. Ralph will not be joining us tonight, and neither will Kyle. Both have prior engagements. So yeah, but we didn't want to go a full week without at least covering the madness of last week. So B and I decided to jump on here for a few quick minutes to kind of just do a quick recap and overview of what happened. Performances. Hopefully see you guys next week. Before we jump into all of that, make sure you follow us on all the socials, Twitter at Dead End Sports, Instagram at Dead End Sports. Definitely Instagram because I do a lot of coverage there. Update the games, and then, of course, put any highlights on there as well. And Facebook, and also make sure you follow Off the Bench. They have 5 episodes total. They're working on more, but they cover the NBA. They go in depth, so follow them on Twitter as well. And I think that's it. So yeah, I'm not gonna belabor that too much longer. But anyway, the tournament kicked off Thursday, and it was bananas. Like I think right out the gate. No, Thursday was relatively calm. All hell didn't break loose until Friday, right?
Right. Friday was when crazy.
Yeah. Friday we saw my pick to win it all, Michigan State, go down.
And my pick too. Michigan State was my pick too. Like yeah, and they didn't get it, man. They didn't damn get it. Like I literally burnt my brackets up when they lost. I was just like, what was the point of me really? You know, usually when you fill out a bracket, if you have a team that you pick to win it all and they lose, especially at early, yeah, you might as well your brackets is done. Your brackets is a wrap. It's a wrap for your brackets. For those who never played before.
Yeah, man, honestly, I was shocked that they didn't come ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Like they, I guess, thought that they were going to roll over Middle Tennessee State, and them boys came out with fire.
Yeah, they was hitting everything, man. Like them boys came to play. Like they was not intimidated by Michigan State ranked at all. Like they didn't care. They know they said they had a game plan. They knew exactly what to do.
Yeah, and I kept waiting for that push, like waiting for Valentine to take over the game. He had 12 assists, so he played well, but he didn't impact the game. I felt
no, he didn't. He didn't impact it at all. And it was kind of weird how like I was surprised the way they was hitting shots like that Michigan State kept playing in man to man and didn't go into a zone or like an extended zone because they was knocking down shots. Like they were the Splash Brothers. Like I was really surprised that Izzo didn't really make, that many adjustments. You know what I'm saying? As far as defensive wise, I was surprised by that.
Yeah, I think the other thing that kind of caught me off guard a little bit was the fire. Like the only person that played with any type of passion was what was his name? The light-skinned kid with the curly hair.
Yeah.
He was the only one that, like, when he hit a 3, I think either to tie or put them up like 1. We saw like he was.
You can tell he was really desperate. Like that was like they was really pushing it hard, man. You could tell, like you said, you could tell he really wanted to try to win and be like, let's not get upset, fellas. What y'all doing? So
right, and he was the only one. Nobody else joined him in that fight.
Like you said, you was waiting for Valentine to just be like, all right, this is my senior year. I'm laying this. This is the tournament. I'm laying this all out on the line. Let's go, team. Let's put the team on my back and let's go.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I was shocked, and I think they were shocked as well. And that was it. I'm pulling up the brackets now, so we'll see what else we had. So Yale beat Baylor, which I actually picked Yale in another bracket I did just for kicks. Mm-hmm. But I did have Baylor winning. I didn't think they were going to let them boys come in there and beat them like that. But shout out to Yale. I mean, I think they were another team that came in and they played with a lot of fire and passion, and they really believed that they could beat that team. And he went out and did it.
Yeah, another one. Another one that came down. You know, that was a good game. I guess a good, really hard fought game was. I think it was a second round game in Wichita and Florida. That was a good one. I thought Wichita, yeah, because I thought Wichita was gonna pull out the upset and still, you know how Wichita always be like that lower seeded team that always seem to make
Wichita and Miami.
Yeah, Wichita and Miami. As I said, that was a good game. That was a good hard fought game where it looked like Wichita, they really had Miami on the ropes, like they really did. So that was a game I thought I was gonna come out with an upset. I thought it was another one. Hawaii and Maryland. I thought Hawaii was about to come out and pull off an upset on that one, but Maryland prevailed, which I think I had them going in my brackets as well. I think I had them in Kansas meeting that, and then I had Kansas losing to Maryland. I had Maryland losing to Kansas. So that was another tight one. And then the game I expected. Remember what I said? Indiana and Kentucky.
Yep.
I was like, don't be surprised if Indiana go out there and hit Kentucky dead in the mouth, and which they did. And Calipari can complain all he want, but hey, and talk about how Indiana is underseeded and all that little stuff. You still got to go out there and play the game. You still got to go out there and perform and play to the competition. So that was a good one. Xavier in Wisconsin. That's another one because I think I had Xavier going to the Sweet 16. I think I actually had them beating Wisconsin. But Wisconsin prevailed. They got the W and put it out, man. I was like, wow, y'all just tearing my brackets just all up. And it's funny because this is all it takes is one game in the NCAA tournament. When Michigan State lost to Middle Tennessee University, I was like, man, watch Middle Tennessee State get popped by Syracuse, and look what happened. Syracuse beat them. They beat them by like 25 or 30 points, if I'm not mistaken. I think the score was like 78-50 or something like that. All it takes is one game. If college tournament was to have a series, we would have number one seeds probably almost every time in the Final Four. But because I guarantee you, if Michigan State would have played, Middle Tennessee State University, outcome would have been a little different. Time is would have been a little bit more ready. That's one thing you have to learn too about some of these. About the tournament, a lot of these schools that play these, no name schools that got 3 or 4 year, guys on there, they're not familiar with them. So sometimes when you're getting caught with something you never seen before, or defense or just type of players, you don't really scout the players, you don't know the players that well. Opposed to if Michigan State's playing in Iowa or Purdue or Ohio State, you that's familiar. You know what I'm saying? You used to certain guys that you scouted that the coaches looked at. But when you're looking at a school, coaches throughout the whole year is not looking at a school like Middle Tennessee State University. So they're not going to know stuff about certain players that you're not going to know. So which also plays a big role in the coaching. That's why coaching plays a big role in these, the March Madness, because you have to learn how to make those adjustments. You got to make those adjustments within minutes, within the half, within whatever, because, sometimes you're not going to be familiar with these guys and these teams that you've seen. So sometimes that's another reason why you see a lot of these, big name schools get upset by these no name 14, 13, 11, 12 seeds, because they're not used to seeing them on a regular basis, opposed to of a Kansas City, Kentucky. Even though it's different conferences, but still, you know who to scout. You know who's the 5-star, who's the 4-star guys on your team that you're gonna have to take a look out for, their strength, their weaknesses. But when you face a school named Wichita State or Middle Tennessee State University, you looking like coach, what the heck? It's crazy, man. People got to understand that with this NCAA tournament stuff. Sometimes that's why you get a lot of these upsets. So yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it was. I think another one that God just had. Oh, Arizona Little Rock. Talk about a choke.
Yeah.
Man. That Hagen showed out, and I'm gonna give him all the props in the world because he has some big shots. But no way in hell Purdue should have lost that game. And for them to just choke down the stretch like that was crazy to me, man. But pressure, man, and I think we're seeing that like in this tournament. When so much is on the line, a lot of these guys start folding under pressure. And even when they have superior talent to the other team, and the other team is executing really, really well because they have to execute really, really well because they don't have superior talent.
Right.
Their talent can't overwhelm this team because all of a sudden, they're playing and they're staying in this game and you can't grab a hold of it. And pressure starts to sit in. and next thing you know, you're in a dogfight for the rest of the game. So,
yep, that's what happens. Man. That's what happens. That's why I love March Madness. That's why I love it. I'm really surprised the way, Oregon's trying to look like they deserve a 1 seed, because if that would have been one team, I would have taken out of the 1 seed maybe and put Michigan State in the 1 seed. It would have been probably Oregon, but they shown that they proved to be there. What you think about? What you think about the Duke and Oregon matchup?
I actually have Oregon beating them.
Okay.
Wait. No, yeah, I do. Mainly because I like Ingram. Ingram is really growing on me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I feel about Grayson Allen. I think that dude can ball, but I think they don't have much of a bench, and I think eventually at some point that's going to catch up with.
Yep, I was just getting ready to say. I was going to say that too. I think Duke's problem this year that even I don't think Coach K can handle is that you're right, depth. I think them not having a lot of depth on the team this year, I think is going to definitely catch up with them going deep into the tournament. If they happen to get past Oregon, I'm surely sure, and we're gonna talk about this next matchup, they're not gonna get past either Texas A&M or Oklahoma, which they also play as well. And I'm definitely looking forward to. That's one of the marquee games that I'm definitely looking for, because I'm definitely a huge fan of Bobby Hill, and I've been praising him since all season. And yeah, every time when Q was like Simmons, I'm like, look, man. Dude, I like, dog, watch an Oklahoma game, man. I'm telling you, I kept trying to tell Q, like, yo, this dude is a stud, man. Like, don't get it twisted. He, like you said, he got that fire, he got that killer instinct. He's the type of dude that we never saw in Simmons throughout this season, that when the game is on the line, he's like, give me the ball, I better get the possessions. I think this past game, when they played VCU, he scored 21 of the last 26 points. Like that I might be off. I might be off just a little bit as far as the numbers wise, but somewhere around that ballpark. But that dude, he is the guy where he's like, look, give me the rock. I'm going to take us home. Ben Simmons, he's never showed us that. As talented as Ben Simmons is, he just doesn't have that, all right, team. Rather if it's a good pass or a good, as FIFA would say, good basketball play, I just don't see that in Simmons yet. He's a great talent. Great talent. Not taking that away from him. But, man, Oklahoma, man, Bobby Hill from Oklahoma, Buddy Hill from Oklahoma, dude. That dude is he's a killer. He's definitely a killer. So I'm Texas A&M, man. Do not sleep on their defense, man. Them dudes, they can lock up. They can. So that's a marquee game. I think they play on the 24th, March 24th. I am definitely looking forward the most this weekend out of the Sweet 16 games is the Oklahoma and Texas A&M game.
Yeah, I think it will be an interesting matchup, and I actually have them two playing against each other, in the next round. Afterward, in the next round, and so that's going to be a great matchup. Real quick though, how in the hell? Well, we saw it, but talk about a choke job, and I hate to say that because they're college kids.
Yeah,
but in Iowa, I was stunned that they blew a 12-point lead, 44 seconds left.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they did. But see, like I said, that goes into people sleep. Even though the game was 88-92, which is kind of considered high scoring in college standards, but Texas A&M, man, when they need to lock down, they can lock down. So I mean, but you're right though. Yeah, Northern Iowa, they had that game. They had Texas A&M beat. They had them beat, and like you got to close, especially in tournament time. You got to close out, these type of games to advance to the next round. But that's why I'm like, man, it's Texas A&M and Oklahoma can really be interesting if Texas A&M can play the type of defense I know they can play. You know what I'm saying? And Buddy Hill, that's just another puzzle he's going to have to solve offensively to see can he crack that Texas A&M defense. Another matchup. This is like, I call this the matchup of the lower seeds. You got Gonzaga and Syracuse. So, I mean, Gonzaga is 11 seed and Syracuse is a 10 seed or a 12 seed, I think. But, it's something about that Boeheim zone, man. He's been one of those coaches that can still run that same great 2-3 zone. But I mean, as long as I've been watching college basketball, he is always perfected. And it's funny because when I watch it, I just be trying to look at like the way they rotate in the zone, just the way they play. It's like, damn, like it's so good. And the fact that he won, a championship, I think a couple of championships off of that is crazy to me. So, Gonzaga's always been one of the teams to where, to me, I've always felt the reason why they always do good in tournament time sometimes is that they're like almost like a San Antonio Spurs, but without the championship of college basketball. They're so disciplined every time. They never get clustered. They never like panic. Regardless of, they can be down by 15 with a minute and 50 seconds left, and they still playing like the game is close. Like they are so disciplined every time. That's one thing I've always admired about Gonzaga, is that they discipline. So it's gonna be interesting seeing. That's another thing I like about NCAA tournament. It's like you get so many different clash of styles from, as you starting to watch the tournament, as you start watching and getting to know these teams a little more. It's like you see the clash of styles of these squads that they have. It's like, how is the discipline of Gonzaga is going to handle, the discipline of Syracuse defensively with that zone? So that's going to the battle of the low seeds, man. The battle of the lower seeds is what I'm calling that game. So I want to see who's going to advance to play the winner of Iowa State and Virginia.
Yeah, the one thing I'm looking for is I like that Sabonis kid from Gonzaga.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have picked against them. I did. Who did they play? Let me see. Seton Hall. But, I think the big. But I should have picked. I've seen these guys. Like, I watched Gonzaga play way more than I've seen Seton Hall. And Sabonis, man, the kid can play. He's a traditional low post big man. And he can get it in. Let's see. But okay, so standout performances. We'll get to Buddy Hield. Who else stood out for you in this tournament? Because last week we talked about who's going to be that guy that's going to pop on the scene and make a name for themselves. We know Buddy Hield has already had a name for himself all year. He probably just amplified it a lot more. Was there anybody else that stood out to you?
Not as much as Buddy. Not as much as Buddy Hield. Man. And some of them I can picture a face. I just can't think of their names. Like, because so many players.
I think when I'm thinking about guys that has potential to go to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to really see him play a lot, but Chris Dunn.
Okay.
Yeah, he stood out to me. Even though they got mashed by North Carolina in the second round, he didn't go away.
No. Oh, you felt his presence. You knew he was. He was gonna be, there. Like you knew about him once that game was over.
Yep. He didn't go away. So that's what I was looking for with some of these guys that we're looking at as NBA players. Chris Dunn, what are you gonna do? Like you're in this tournament, the game's on the line, and your team needs you to make a play. And against USC, he made just enough plays to keep them in the game for them to be able to steal it at the end off of the inbounds play. But without Chris Dunn, they wouldn't have been in that position. Right. And for a while, they managed to hang with UNC, but UNC just eventually just overwhelmed them and with the talent, and they just fell apart. I think so he was one. That was pretty much it. But Buddy Hield, man, look, I've seen this guy play this year, and he's always been good. But what he did Sunday was so spectacular. It was so amazing to watch. And if you guys can go find the game, watch that second half. Oklahoma was up by 13, and another guy that played well was Lewis, Jay Lewis. I can't think of his first name, but he kept bringing him back. He was the point guard. He kept bringing him back and made play after play. When that game got tight, Buddy Hield just took over. And we're talking about when he was taking his shots, it was nothing but net. Mm-hmm. He rarely hit the rim, and it was man. I'm sitting there. I had just finished eating on Sunday dinner. I was at my in-laws, and we were just sitting down watching the second half of the game. And I started to get a little sleepy because the meal started to sit on me. And the game was a blowout. And then all of a sudden, Buddy Hield started going to work, man. And it just all of a sudden I was all in the game, man. For a while, he had 5 or 6, and like you said, 21 of 26 down the stretch, and it was simply amazing. He did not run from the rock. He wanted it. He literally beat VCU by himself.
Quick, I know you asked me a question about who I thought was a standout, even though they lost, but I felt point guard from Kentucky, Tyler.
Oh, you.
Yeah, dude. Like you said, guys that can play the next level. I think he balled out. He definitely balled out. Even though, like I said, it was a losing effort against Indiana, but he kept them boys. He was hitting some shots and going to the rack. I was like, oh my God, like, is this dude serious? So, yeah.
Thomas laid out the blueprint, man.
He laid out that blueprint, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he's a little guy. He's so fiery. You know what I'm saying? He's such a fiery dude, man. I love that about little guard, about point guards and little guards. They got that fiery like attitude, just that animal in them. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Yeah, because it's always been guys, around this height that's been in the NBA that played, Nate Robinson, of course, definitely Muggsy Bogues, and God, there's another guy, but they've never really had a role like Isaiah Thomas that I can recall.
Nope.
They've always been kind of like complement pieces. Isaiah Thomas is arguably a star or a budding star. And, he's made a name for himself. So now people are going to look at a guy like Ulis and look at what he was able to do in this tournament against competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this guy, we can give him a shot because we have a framework to build upon. And I think that matters. That's why I was so disappointed in Ben Simmons. Like, we see guys in this tournament playing against other guys that's going to be, almost at his level. And Ben Simmons has all the talent in the world.
He's not even playing the tournament. He's not playing on the biggest stage of college right now.
Right. Why run from that? You could have went anywhere. Kentucky, Duke. You got pick of the litter, but you chose to go to LSU. And to me, you just took the easy way out. But anyway, like you said in earlier, but Ben Simmons do what Buddy Hield did, or what Chris Dunn did, or what Ulis did? We didn't see that all year long, and it was disappointing. But Buddy, man, I'm telling you guys right now, go check that out. It was special, and I don't think enough people were talking about it because of the moment of that game. You were up 13, and now they're trying to steal it from you.
Yep.
And he hit big shot after big shot after big shot. And it was something, man. It was like every time he put the ball up, I was like, that's money. That's money. And it went in. I think he was like 7 of 10 or something in the second half for like 29 points. He had 7 at halftime. He just exploded. And there was nothing they could do. They got to a point where they double teamed him. They had to double him. Yep. I think they waited too long. It was a little too late. But spectacular, man. So anyway, that's gonna do it for us, man. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Real quick. Okay, so real quick. Oh, yeah. So like quick predictions. Anybody? Okay, let me pull up the games for you.
Okay.
Who plays who and just quick predictions. Okay, so we got Kansas and Maryland.
Kansas.
Miami, Villanova.
Miami.
Okay, why is this not going? What the heck is going on? Trying to.
And really, I think their guards, Rodriguez, I think he's gonna make a bit of a difference in that game.
Okay, Virginia, Iowa State.
Virginia.
Gonzaga, Syracuse.
Oh, this one is tough. Because I picked Syracuse to win in the first round because of the zone. I had them actually. I didn't think Gonzaga would beat Utah, but they did. They destroyed Utah. I'm going with Syracuse, man.
Or I think you said you picked Oregon over Duke.
Yeah, I had Oregon.
Texas A&M, Oklahoma.
I like Jalen Jones, I think that's the name, and Eddie House Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not Buddy Hield, and I think he's gonna make a difference in that game. But they are tough, man.
Yeah, I got Oklahoma in this one. North Carolina, Indiana.
I think Indiana might get him, dog.
Think Indiana might get him? I got Indiana as well too. Got to represent Big Ten. Notre Dame and Wisconsin.
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame. I'm
going Wisconsin on that one. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the Sweet 16 right there. We see who's gonna make it to that Elite Eight.
Wait, so who you had in? Wait, so I didn't get your picks with Kansas, Maryland.
Oh, I got Kansas.
And yeah, give us your picks.
I got Kansas. Yeah, I got Indiana. I got Wisconsin. I got Miami against Villanova, and I'm gonna roll the dice. Like I'm gonna go with Iowa State over Virginia over number 1 seed. I got Gonzaga over Syracuse. Oh, and then one more. I got Oregon over Duke, and I have Oklahoma over Texas A&M.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Like I said, no full show tonight, but we just wanted to
back next week though.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, LeBron won't be following any more people on social media.
Right? Yeah, he's such a big baby, man. Oh my man, we got to hold that conversation for all of us on because
I know, man.
He's acting like such a big baby, man. Like he just wants so much attention. But okay, I'm sorry.
No, but he's starting to get on my nerves with that shit.
Man, it's like, come on, man. Like, I guess we just too old school for that. So I don't know. We just too old school for it. But
yeah, I guess it is a compliment. I love to hear what people has to say about it too. Because Kyle is old school as well, so I kind of know where his position. But anyway, all right, y'all. We out. Peace.